We're going in.
Hey, y'all! Welcome to Dice Legends. Great to have you with us. People are smiling, which is all nice, but we're just going to start right into a scene. Ātukaan!
Okay.
Ātukaan, you ready? Let's bring the mood down. Let's make it a pretty mood, shall we?
Oh,
Make it a pretty mood.
Pretty moods.
Let us go back in time.
Okay.
Ātukaan,
Yes.
this is about 9 years ago.
Ooh, not so long ago.
Not so long ago. Ātukaan, hey.
I'm looking at the camera. Sorry.
Market girl.
Okay. Ātukaan, it's 9 years ago. In the capital city, the king city of Centauro. The apple orchard.
Oh.
And as you walk into the orchard, okay?
Of course, this is a place that's very close to Atukaan's heart and someone else's heart. Atukaan sees himself walking through the garden and again just taking in the atmosphere of this garden and what it actually means to himself and his beautiful Amuia. In his mind, he's saying, I really like this place. If Mukete could actually hang out in a place, I think it would be in this garden right here, underneath this apple tree. I like this apple tree.
Your footsteps get the attention of Amalea, who you have this blossoming romance with. The previous day's storm has left a lot of waste around the orchard. There are broken branches, there are apples that have been thrown everywhere, there's leaves, it's a mess. And Amalea, as the caretaker of the orchard, is in one of the corners, looking after one of the trees, and she smiles and waves at you.
Well, of course, Atukaan, seeing the state of his beautiful paradise and is in ruins, so he begins to pick up a few branches here and there, some apples, and sees his love, and then walks over and says, you know, even amongst all of this devastation, there is still beauty in this garden.
So true. Very, very true. The tree she's working on has almost been snapped in half. One of its major branches is hanging off, and she is staking a big stake into the ground and has some burlap sacks and is desperately trying to save this tree, which is really, to your eyes, beyond saving.
He doesn't tell her that, but he reaches over and helps her regardless. And you know, sometimes it's good to say goodbye to things that may not look like it's going to live any longer, my love. But if you just, I think it's dead.
She looks at you and says, that's your Mukete training. Sometimes even the most broken things can be nursed back to life. See that tree over there? 3 years ago, it was the same thing.
I see Mukete has shined ever so brightly into you. I apologize, my love. I should see a lot more life and light in these things, but I'm really glad that Mukete brought you into my life. Yes. But it's okay. Time is our ally. And I'm sure in time this place will go back to its fruitfulness. Is it just you in here, my love?
Yes, it is. And she puts her hand on yours and draws you in.
Oh.
And then our camera moves to the present in a small room. Something much more ominous, please.
The Finger Boys.
Whoa, whoa.
Boom, boom.
In a small room, Reaf is this broken form, lying still on the bed. The sheets around her are damp from the perspiration dripping off of her. It is sometime in the day, you have no idea, when you feel some coldness on your forehead, which kind of brings you out of this unease.
Reaf isn't quite sure what kind of dream world she's kind of woken up into, and she looks around the room and she sees if there's someone that has been dabbing her head.
You're in a small room. It's comfortable, but small. You don't ever remember having been in this room before in your life. It's like a home. It's definitely someone's, like a room in someone's home. It's not an inn. It's not a hospice or anything like that. It's not a hospital.
It's a room.
It's someone's bedroom.
And no one's in here?
And there's a man in front of you. An old man. And he's bent over. And he's wrinkled. And he says, "Sit up, little one. Let me have a look at you."
Who are you? And where am I?
Your hand.
I don't trust your shaky hand, old man. How long have I been here for? Where's my brother?
Your brother, I don't know. He reaches out to grab you by the cheeks.
And I grab his arms.
And he says, "You've taken something that was not yours."
You're talking about the poison, the black stuff.
Yes, it wasn't yours.
And it was yours, was it?
It's mine to give to who I wish, and I did not wish for you to have it.
Who have you been giving this stuff to? An old lady who pretends she's ill?
He moves his hands out of yours and says, "I don't think you're deserving."
I think you might be right. Do you know who else is not deserving? My brother. You shouldn't give it to him.
I haven't given it to him, and I'm not here for that. He looks into your eyes and reaches forward again towards your face, just very slowly. May I check?
Go on.
And he reaches forward and pulls just to look under your eye.
Ugh.
And then he goes like this to your mouth. A look in your mouth. And says, "Your bloodline is interesting."
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Your father's side may have some potential.
Do you know him? Do you know my father?
Your mother's side cannot be saved.
Well, that's Wezley's side.
No, I think you're not the one for me. Sorry, little one. Go back to sleep.
But wait, who?
And with that, welcome to Dice Legenz. And roll the titles for us, please.
Roll them.
Roll those titles.
Roll in.
Oh yeah,
That's-
good number.
That's a good
Okay.
number.
It's
That's a good number.
hell yeah.
Sorry. We're gonna get there with the titles eventually.
Just kidding.
If that don't happen, I'm gonna swallow this die.
Gadam.
Okay, so we are back. Welcome to Dice Legends. Great to have you with us. My name is Vahid. Thanks for all the follows and the subs. Great to have you with us.
Yay.
Before we get into the show, let's talk about the people that helped make the show work.
Truby.
Truby, a level 3 human wizard named Wezley.
Let's introduce you to the wonderful cast.
Monique. Level 3 rogue Goliath named Reaf. Yeah.
Ruby, level 3 human wizard named Wezley. Wizard.
Raven, a level 3 human warlock named Mihan.
And I'm Longy. I am a level 3 paladin called Ātukaan.
Great.
Ātukaan.
I've already said thanks to the followers and subscribers, so now let's talk about our patrons.
Best. Yes, thank you to our patrons on Patreon who patronize us patronizingly. Oh, no, not that last one. You don't patronize us that way. Thank you so much for giving to us in all the ways that you do when you give to us via Patreon. Oh my goodness, I just rolled a 9. We have coming your way some lore of Aurumia. So you're going to learn a little bit more about the world that we are playing in. Okay? Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Nice.
You know what else is cool?
What is?
Our merchandise line.
Oh my gosh.
Don't you? Yeah.
Look at
how it
Ronnie.
is.
Don't
how
take
it
my
is.
word for it. Just look at this.
Look at
Right.
Ronnie. Look
You
at
could
this
look
specimen.
just like
Bruh.
Ronnie. You just get one of these
know
shirts,
it, you
team.
know it.
And there's also a brand new range as well for the who are we? The
Outcasts.
Outcasts of
Aurumia.
Aurumia. And they're looking select. They're looking
Nice.
select.
Hey, thanks to one of our sponsors, Minstrel. This is one of their Virtuoso dice cases. Just look, it's got minis in it. This is Rex from last week who died.
Who died?
Died.
Rest in peace.
But
He
you
rolled
can hold
and
your
died.
pretty dice. I got pink and purple in there at the moment. All sorts of beautiful things. Have a look at the dice bags, genuine Italian leather. Oh, so beautiful, beautiful.
Ear sacks.
And if you use the code DiceLegends25, you get a redonkulous 25% discount.
Yes, and also thanks to our friends at BD&D. Yes, you too can actually build a world of D&D. Look them up. They've got players' handbooks that come in handy. You've also got some dices as well if you're ready to roll. We got some Magic of the Gathering cards and also some books as well if you want to, yes, of course, build on your knowledge of D&D, plus paints and many, many more to bring your D&D world to life. So please look up our friends at D&D and see if you can be D&D and see if you can bring your D&D dreams to life.
Nice.
Sweet.
And don't forget about D20 Collective. Hey, it's a new month. It's September. That means they've got their new September dice, limited quantity. So make sure to check them out. And guess what?
What?
One of my favorites in there was Astral Amethyst. It might show up on the screen soon, but it's purple. And there's some cold snap dice in there that change color, which is so exciting. So definitely check those out and buy it.
Buy it.
If you have the money and the disposable income. And guess what? We finally reached our goal. We
Yeah.
did 2,500 followers. So we will be doing a giveaway, but we just have to finalize the details first, and then we'll let you know when we do that for realsies, okay? But thank you so much to all of our followers. And you know what? As a gift, use our promo code Kiwi Legends for D20 Collective to get yourself a cheeky little discount.
Yay.
So yeah, D20 Collective. Thank
you.
you so much.
Nice. And for all you world building fiends out there,
Sorry.
may I heartily recommend, first of all, Gesundheit, Ronnie.
Sorry, see, wow, that's 3 blessings.
All the
That's
attention.
so good. Oh my gosh.
Me.
How dare you? I was talking about World Anvil, the
Yeah.
best place to create, run, and manage the campaign setting for either your novel or your TTRPGs. They have wiki-like article linking systems. You can make yourself an interactive map. You can play with timelines to organize the lore of your world. And also you can print it out in a handy player handout sheet. There's so many different ways you can use it. If you want to catch out one way of using it, you can check out one of our streams on Monday.
Which is Sunday evening in the Northern Hemisphere.
Nice.
All right, my friends.
Thanks very much, everyone that's helped makes our show come to life. We really appreciate it. So, can we roll that little wee stinger for us when you got it, Jason?
I do.
All right,
none of
okay,
your
great.
business.
Hey, before we get into today's episode, by the way, today's episode is called, ready for it?
Yep.
Today's episode called Bloodlines. Bloodlines.
Lines made out of blood.
Hey, so let's find out what happened last week. And to tell us that is everyone's
Favorite.
Trust
Recapper. Ronnie the recap
Oh,
man.
the favorite.
favorite recapper that sits next to Raylene's right.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, Raylene's right is Ronnie the recapper champ. What's up?
Self-named, self-proclaimed.
Tasi Lua Tolufa.
Boom! We pretty much launched straight into the episode of the last time we were there. Ātukaan had a bit of a flashback. What is this? He was told by the person at that time to cut off some sort of innocent's leg. It had gangrene. He had doubts. He was like, this is against the the methods of Mukiti. They cut away before it even gets to what they were going to cut to. Liba is the places where they're at. Of course, we meet Rex, played by the wonderful Alan Henry, who has then been given the task to lead the cast back into the cave. Why? I don't know, because they're crazy. They go into the cave labyrinth. They try and, go there stealthily, but of course Rex makes a whole bunch of noise, attracts a whole lot of blue beasts. Blue beasts start getting attacked, and then what's this? Ātukaan sees a door. It could lead to some sort of, treasure or map room. He tries kicking it down. He kicks it down, but he couldn't kick it enough. But then Wezley thought, hey, I can get through that gap. He gets through the gap, and then he gets zapped, and he almost dies. Well, he's unconscious. Ātukaan pulls him back out. Everyone is like battling now. There's like a whole bunch of people, including civilians who are underneath the trance of the voiced one. They attack back, and then they go out, they get into the space, and what's this? Lo and behold, they come across a dock, and it's filled with blue beasts on the ship with a whole bunch of black liquid. What are they gonna do? Of course, they go over, find Molotov bottles. They're gonna bottle it, and then he hands one. Ātukaan hands one to Wezley. Wezley then Molotovs the ship. Surprising, okay, but Mihan and Wezley also have a bit of an alternative motive. And then, of course, the ship starts burning. The black goo guts start burning. Mihan skulls a barrel. What the heck? Rex, meanwhile, rides back into, battles the voiced one, takes them on one-on-one. And of course, almost died, survived. He got out, and what's this? Is a whole bunch of pod and sacks of blue aliens. He burns that like Ripley does an alien. He dies in the process. Cut back to the team. They're battling. The innocents come out of the trance. The voiced one's like, no! How dare you? That's what he said, but he didn't really say that. Anyway, they battle. And then, of course, the ship has now gone down. And the voiced one is angry, and they escape. Honestly, I don't know where this is going to lead, but they're still stuck in the cave.
Awesome.
Come on!
That was great.
Thank you.
It was
We
really
played
good.
it twice for you. Play by the rules!
Oh, really?
It played twice. Come on.
I thought it died out.
Did you hear the section where there was no music playing?
I did, but I thought it was just a tech fail. And I thought that was like, keep going.
Spoke for 5 minutes just then.
Dang it. Well, there you go. You have the complete story now.
No.
I'm sure you blink at
Dang
me.
it. Did I really go over time?
Oh, Ronnie, you went through 2 cycles of the music.
But
Oh, look at you like, are you taking piss? No. Just roll again for
Because
fun.
it felt like a minute in my head.
Ah, bro.
Yeah, Kelly did this.
it was very articulate. It was passionate. It was accurate.
Thank you.
It
But
was,
it was long.
it was actually all the pieces were there except the
time?
brevity. It was so funny because 10 seconds into the recap, the head did this.
I saw all of you guys do that.
It was like,
Come here. We love you.
I love you, Ronnie.
I feel.
spending 30 seconds on just the
Ronnie, it was so good.
It was very good, but you're not going to get the crown.
I'm saying, we voted up for this. I'm not playing anymore. There are rules for a reason.
Yeah.
Even though that was fun.
Ronnie, it was
great.
It was
It was
good.
great.
I'm voting.
Energy and passion up. Very good.
All right, let's move on. Let's move
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful.
Wait.
Oh
was
my
there no crown
goodness.
ceremony? Okay. Sweet.
You got your hat.
Don't even go and watch that back.
Yeah.
Please watch that back.
You won't question it when you watch it back.
Time it.
You'll yeah.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Okay.
All right.
Tahiru Toru Fa. Okay, the 3 of you are running out of the caves. You're fleeing the caves. You've got Wezley Mihan both have barrels of the black liquid. Ātukaan's running behind. The whole bunch of the villagers who you have freed from the enslavement of the Voiced One are running along with you. Many of them have left before you, but some of them are slow, and that is where we start off. Tahiro Torfo Yak.
I'm not sure, is Gorun with us?
Gorun is, you've got her cowering.
Yep, she's cowering right next to me. Okay. Hey, why are you following me? Mihan says to Gorun.
Well, I'll stay here.
No, come with us. Actually, you might be very useful. She holds her hand and brings her along.
Wezley is running with a barrel full of black liquid in his arms, pounding down this cave network again in this place that he has faced mortal peril so many times now. And he's just looking for the sunlight. He's aware of all these stragglers behind him, collateral, it doesn't matter so much that they're, he's just trying to get this black liquid back because he doesn't know how to save his sister, but he thinks this could be a way.
Okay, wonderful. Atukaan, do anything?
Atukaan is running, and he's now just having internal dialogue about what he just saw. He saw Wezley throw a Molotov bottle onto a ship. He goes, "Is the intentions good, or is this a trick? And how is Rex? I wonder if he's still alive. And will Reaf actually come out of this? Who cares?" And he's still running.
You run.
Yeah.
The cave entrance is there into the sunlight.
Yeah.
Okay. No miners are working today because of the. No miners are working today. You rush out into the sunlight. It is painfully bright after the darkness that you've just been in. This town of Liber, as always, there's a little drizzle. It's a bit wet, but it's a beautiful place.
Is the drizzle enough to start wiping or washing off the black liquid that's covered Mihan's face and neck?
Certainly coats your face
Yes, it's
with
all
moisture.
It's just from here downwards, it's just black stained. All right. Where do we go back to the mayor's house?
Yes, we do.
What? And then I hold Gorun's hand. What? I know I said cower, but this is getting annoying. I suppose that she might have useful information.
Yeah, Wezley kind of notices that she's so pliable, I guess she is.
Yeah.
And then Wezley's yeah, bring her.
Yeah. Can I suggest that we not leave her in such a state? It's quite torturous.
I do not know how to get rid of this state from her. Wink, wink.
Can Wezley, then Atukaan, can he just touch her neck and say, heal?
Yeah, you can heal her.
Okay. Be at ease.
How many hit points are you going to heal her?
5.
Suggestion.
Okay, excellent. Cool. You heal her 5 hit points. It doesn't stop her cowering. She just she recoils away from you.
It's a suggestion, not like she's hurt.
I thought it would help.
Well, thank you for healing her, I guess.
Okay.
Now she's healthy.
Look, none of this particularly matters. And he looks over at all the people behind them and he says, "Okay, everyone, you're out now. You have your freedom. Go back to your decrepit hovels. Your wherever it is from which you came. Okay, everyone. Does that sound fine?"
One of them, one of them steps forward and says, "Lord, where are we?"
You are outside a cave, and look, there's mushrooms out here. Rainy place, I understand. Liber. I think you have a better idea than I do. Liber. Does that sound familiar? What's going on in that noggin of yours? You forgot things?
Where are you originally from, my friend?
I'm from Granite Hold, and the dwarves that are there say yes. We're all from Granite Hold as well.
How did you get from Granite Hold to Liber?
Do we roughly know where
Where
Granite
is-
Hold is?
Can you pull up the map, just the original map, please? Granite Hole is a settlement, a dwarven mining settlement to the northwest in the mountains. It is the closest large town to you.
Okay. Granite Hold.
Mine,
Northwest.
northwest.
How far are we from that? I'm just trying to work out how odd it is that they're here.
Yes. Okay, it's a journey from Liber. It's probably, a couple of days journey.
Okay. This is kind of. Okay. Well.
How about they head into the town with us, and you can find yourself some accommodation there and give the local tavern some business before you get a map and then go back home to wherever you came from.
Is any one of you hurt?
They look around. Two of them are wounded.
Okay. Yeah, and Atukaan just kind of moves towards them and just kind of asks them.
Yeah, both of them have. One is in very bad condition. He's got a stab wound, and the other has got quite a nasty-looking cut. Like it looks kind of like a serious dagger, or maybe even a sword wound.
This does not look like it should remain open.
Okay, so you're spending
Another 5 on each.
on each of them.
You can't.
Who
You healed me in the cave.
Yeah.
Then I can't. Can I give you 2?
2 each.
2 each.
Yes. All right. So they like the idea. They respond to the idea of looking for some place to stay, and this person who spoke on their behalf clearly has a little bit of charisma, and he says, "Okay, I guess we go that way. Come on." And they start heading towards the center of Liber, this small place. But you streaming out of the cave has definitely attracted attention from other buildings, and other people are coming out and looking at what's going on as well. What's your plan?
Nothing to see here. Just make sure you please show our friends towards the tavern. They need accommodation and some food, possibly some water. Ātukaan just tries his best to try to calm the crowd and say, nothing to see here.
Okay.
Please.
Mihan looks at Wezley and she says, "Well, I assume that you want to go back to your sister."
Yes, you seem right. So the sooner we ditch the circus, the better.
We'll have to I dibs not breaking the bad news about Rex and his death to the mayor.
Oh, well, I'll tell him. I guess it's my responsibility or
Oh,
something.
good job, Wezley. Let's go.
Okay. Good. Yeah, okay. Good. And then Wezley will set off at a clip back towards the mayor's house.
Okay. The three of you. So, in the mayor's house. The mayor's name was Sandine.
That's right.
Sandine.
Sunday.
Full beard. Large man. He
Large mare.
he smiles at you arriving back, and he says, "Oh, good news? How did it fare?"
Rex is dead.
Nice. Really good way of breaking it down.
Very eloquent and gentle.
I'm sorry. And then Wezley looks like he meant it for a second, and then goes into the room where his sister is.
Before I follow Wezley, I say, the civilians are safe. They are around the town looking for. They're from Granite Hold.
Granite Hole, okay.
And Rex fought valiantly. If it wasn't for him, I don't think we ever would have gotten out of that cave alive. So maybe erect a nice plaque or something in his honor. That would be nice. I think he would like that.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Mihan was trying to think back if money was offered, but I don't think it was. She wants to look at his hands if he's got like a ring or anything that has any, could be used for a seal.
He does have he's got a wedding band on.
A wedding band? She ponders for a second and then she thinks, that does not help me at all. So she just smiles. You see her teeth are like black.
Yeah, between.
And then she follows Wezley into the room.
What's Gorun doing, by the way? What are you guys doing with Gorun through all this?
Oh, yes, I'm... Gorun, come with us.
Okay.
We'll take care of you now for the next less than 8 hours.
He says, as you head towards the room where Reaf is, and he follows, after all, it is his house. He says, I've checked on her through the day. She's still alive, but it's not looking good.
Okay. Well, just give us some time.
Yes, but and he looks at you and puts a kindly meant hand on your forearm just below your shoulder and says, I know she's your sister, but brace yourself for the worst.
Wezley, he tries to outwardly look as like amicable as possible, but in his head he's just disregarding that. It's kind of you to say. And then turns his attention to his sister.
Okay. Entering the room, this small room, Reaf is lying still. The blankets, though, are a bit disheveled. Not like the neat, when it looks like she's been tossing and turning. She's very pale. Gorun is whimpering by your side.
Mihan holds Gorun's hands to try and make her still, and then she wants to get some rope and just bind them. This is a safety precaution, so it's not too tight, it doesn't hurt her. She says, do you know how to help someone who has accidentally ingested, your tree sap? And she points over to Reaf. Did any of the civilians in the mine do that accidentally?
No. I mean, has she been... Was she chosen?
Chosen?
Was she chosen to be able to drink it?
Well, Mihan hushes down. Chosen by someone.
And
Wezley leans in.
Sandine leans in.
Ātukaan leans gently.
Was she chosen by the voiced ones?
She has accidentally ingested it.
But
you heard me.
Then she'll die.
Mihan looks at Wezley, hearing this.
Okay, well, how does one go about being chosen? Any ideas? Anyone?
I was never chosen. I was more drawn to Muketi. To be chosen is quite a special thing.
Mihan just has her eyes wide open, but she's not saying a thing.
What does it mean to be chosen by someone that drinks a black liquid?
Any answers from anyone in here? Mihan, you seem a little tight-lipped on the subject.
Is it something we need to worry about?
There's something in my teeth. And she's wiping off the black liquid off her teeth.
And then Wezley says, why don't we all just have a nice reset and all watch Mihan until she's ready to start talking.
What do you think I know?
You tell me, Mihan.
I think you know a lot more than we do.
See, even Atukaan suspects you.
Okay. Because I feel like a rat in the corner and you all are big cats.
That's exactly the situation, Mihan.
Thank you, Wezley.
I'm more of a Black Panther, but continue.
Believe me when I say that I have tried to help Reaf out. I have tried to contact an old friend. And he did not reply to me. He left me on red. That's a thing here.
Is
Whatever that means.
Is this a friend of yours? Is he a trustworthy friend?
He is very true to his word. She nods and thinks back on the things that he said and he's done. He walks the talk the walk.
I think we understand your meaning, Mihan.
Yes, thank you.
Is this friend a friend of the light, or is he a friend of the darkness?
I'm going to take a roll of the die here and say that he's possibly a friend of the darkness.
And then Atukaan kind of hands his hand on the sword. How long have you known this friend for?
I think that is irrelevant, but she looks over at Gorun and she says, Are you chosen?
I have been, yes.
She looks over at Wezley and she says,
And Wezley looks at her. And then he says, chosen by whom?
And Sandine,
the voice ones. Sorry.
you say
The
that-
voice ones.
And Sandine says, no violence in my house, please.
I am merely wanting to protect the innocence of those who may fall to the darkness that may consume us. And he's like, Atukaan's just looking over at everyone right now. Did you have anything to do with Reaf's predicament?
I think you saw what happened.
She had everything to do with it. She didn't tell us a lick of what's going on with this black elixir. All she did was dangle a carrot in front of my face and tell me, here's the power, Wezley. And then is surprised when one of us grabs the apple, drinks it, and dies.
Don't act like you didn't like the carrot in front of you.
Atukaan sees all these flashbacks to apples, rotten, falling, trees, broken, and it's just confirming everything he's saying in his head.
All right, Wezley. If you must know, if you can believe me, I do not know that much more than you.
I don't believe you.
I did not think I was chosen. I was struggling. I was in a dark place, and sometimes you have to accept any help that you can to get out of the dark place. You don't realize that you are going into the dark. So look away, Atukaan. Do not look at me like that. Do you ever get so desperate that you do what you can?
That slightly hits something in Atukaan's heart when he thinks about Amuia, and he kind of backs away from being confrontational. I understand, Mihan.
Wezley thinks about chalk circles drawn in his family house in the basement. And he checks Wezley for a second as well.
I have asked this old friend who helped me in a time of need, and I have said he has not replied to me. He has not shown himself to me.
When does he show himself to you?
I barely see that person. I would be surprised if he came here just to see Reaf.
Why would he come here to see her?
Because she has ingested the elixir.
Gorun puts her hand shakingly up. Excuse me, will you release me if... I can tell you one thing, just release me please from this fear.
Is she still bound?
Yeah, she's still bound.
Mihan just looks into her face and holds her face and stares into her eyes, and then she stops suggestion. Do not try anything.
No. So she says, pointing to Reef's form, she drank the black liquid.
Mouthfuls of it. Yes.
The only thing that can save her is light.
Ātukaan.
I always told you that the only thing that can bring all those out of the darkness is the light.
Well, I'm sorry to say, our dear friend tried and failed.
What do you mean, the light?
Muketi has always been our enemy, our deepest enemy. Only his has power to somehow nullify their abilities.
Well, I'm sad to deliver the news, but this Muketi is not as omnipotent as his scriptures make him out to be.
I will hold my tongue if I were you, your lordship.
Is it not true? You tried to your hand thing and she barely stirred.
Yes, but Muketi moves in mysterious ways. For you to blaspheme his name in front of me is not only an insult to Muketi, but an insult to all that I hold dear.
Well, if only I hold either of you in high regard.
Wezley, that is enough with your snappy tongue.
Yes, before I have my bitter thoughts come over me, I would like to keep your tongue in your mouth before I remove it.
Well, Ātukaan, this is your moment. Light. That is your buzzword. So why don't you just go to Reaf and, I don't know, try again?
I
Maybe
tried.
Muketi will help you better than my old friend.
Or maybe Muketi is just trying to show me something else. Like, are you even worth saving?
Wezley. He's like, that's it. You didn't want to save her.
Trust me. If she was worth saving, she would have been the first. But I have come to I hate to say it, but I think death follows because you are deserving of death. Everything that is in the dark comes to the light, but if it remains in the dark, then maybe the darkness is what it needs to stay in.
No, don't hesitate. Atukaan. It's nice to get a true word from you, honestly.
Honesty is something you'll never find empty in me.
Well, it's good to be clear on where allegiances lie.
My allegiance will always be with Muketi.
Mihan knows that if Reaf dies for realsies, Wezley would be distraught, and she keeps hearing the words of Magdaya saying that to follow Wezley and whoever he goes. And I feel like if Reaf dies, he won't continue. I just have a feeling that he won't continue with wherever he wants to go, and she needs to follow Wezley to whatever places. So she looks over to Ātukaan and she puts a hand on his shoulder. Ātukaan, surely your god of Muketi talks about the light and forgiveness?
It is in fact, my dear Mihan, one of the pillars of our belief is that forgiveness is something we must show to everybody.
Then, do you think you can shed a little bit of forgiveness? And then she turns his head to Reef's pale, sweaty body lying on the bed. I mean,
Yes, I can forgive her for looking like that. But, Atukaan is fighting everything because he knows, he's seen the intentions of these people, but at the core of him, he
Do you have any siblings, Atukaan?
I may.
or You have a family?
I do.
You have a daughter?
No, that's not what I asked. I asked you if you have a sibling. I'm not talking people that you consider, brothers of the cloth or sisters of a cloister. Mine's getting up and leaving.
I wish mine went up and left, but I do not have a sibling. My family, my brothers, my sisters were part of my oath of the Reaf.
And that's a beautiful thing, Ātukaan, truly. But let me tell you, to have a brother or a sister, it is a gift. You have someone who's truly seen you at your best and your worst. And I mean that in the extremest of terms. You look tearful for some reason, Ātukaan.
I'm only dripping from my nose. Because I'm emotional when it comes to talks about siblings I don't have.
They see you. You have one person in the world who's seen you at your utter best and utter worst. And I know that this might not be, if it's not terribly familiar with you, Ātukaan, but you've seen us at our worst. I'll admit, I was selfish and ravenous and scared, very scared. I'm very scared right now. And it's making me do things that I don't know. Maybe I'm not proud of them. But right now, I feel like I'm fighting for my life. And so, yes, I'm being very selfish. I'm sorry that I don't have the kindness and gratuitous givingness that you have, Ātukaan. I'm not sorry, actually. I'm not sorry that I don't have that. It's not in me. Am I a bad person? Maybe. But I don't know. Just do us a favor.
Ātukaan takes those words into, and for some reason the face of his daughter flashes up, and knowing the love that he has for them, he can almost see the love that Wezley has for Reaf. But how do you give the best to those who do not seem to want to give their best to others? Yes.
I don't know.
And Goran speaks up, and she says, by the look of her, she doesn't have long for you to figure it out. May I leave? You seem to be having a nice moment.
No.
May I leave?
No.
Mihan looks over to Sandine and says, "This is the woman who kept us captive, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
There is a reason why she is bound, and it is important that she does not get away." And she looks over to Sandine.
Well, Sandine says to you, when your order came through 8 years ago, you saved our village. Whether or not you'll save her is completely in your hands. I'll take my leave now. You seem to have things under control. All right, guys, what are you doing?
Is there anything we can do?
I have tried my best.
So, is that a question on a mechanical D&D basis, or is that a role-playing question?
All of the above.
Only if things come to the worst, Ātukaan. I'm hoping you'll do something before that.
Ātukaan is having a conflict in his mind right now, and he's going back and forth. He's almost in a bit of a karakia, wrestling with the thoughts of Moketi. Wezley, I don't know whether this is Moketi speaking to me, but you are right. I don't know what it means to have someone of my blood in dire situations, but I do know what it means to have family that loves you and cares for you.
Can I try?
Now, you know that you have used all of your. You need to rest. You'll need to rest before you do it again.
But I would like to try, maybe after
A shot to the break.
a bit of a rest. It's been quite an eventful evening.
You don't have fuel in the tank.
I do not. Sometimes the cup needs to be refilled. But I will take your words in and allow me to go and seek the wisdom of Muketi.
This is a fun game to see if Atukaan can refill his tank before Reaf goes away.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
Okay, so. Mechanically, it's a long rest. Yeah? Resting, recuperating. Which takes you
What
into.
happens to Gorwin?
Well, that's
should
right.
go with-
So it's going to take you into the night, and it's going to leave only 1 hour or so before before she has run out of time.
Uh-huh.
So, so resting. So Goran is still captive. I want to push through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Unless there's something really important that you're doing during those 8 hours, I'd like to reconvene 8 hours later after Atukaan has had some deep meditation, some deep self-reflection. You've rested. You've been, and Reaf is just getting weaker and weaker. Her breathing is becoming more and more shallow.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is now very late at night. Atukaan returns. Yep.
Comes out of his place of meditation after being. He looks like he's also been crying.
After much thought and much meditation, and I have wrestled with Muketi, both mentally and spiritually, and I can't help but feel that he's pointing me to one thing. And for some reason, he values that person that you call a sister. I apologize if I've said anything to offend you all. It's, I'm only human, after all.
Wezley feels like he insults people constantly, so he's.
But she does not deserve to be in such a state.
And Ātukaan reaches over, touches Reef's forehead.
May the light of Muketi bring you out of the darkness. Arise, Reaf.
It will take all of your lay on hands ability, and Reaf. Let's just talk. Let's have a conversation, the two of us, shall we? The state that you've been in is like a nightmare of perpetual drowning. Like struggling to gain air, but underneath this and the surface of the water just there and just never able to get there. Perpetually cold, miserable. And you can see, like above the ripples, that is dark and just the faintest of light, and there are these large tentacles above the water and around you.
Oh yeah, horrible. Worst thing ever experienced. Wish she could just die. Wish it was just instantly over. And then I feel that at the same time, like above the water, above the tentacles, there's just like this eeriness of like energies and words, and like it's like that weird thing where you can kind of like sense people around you, and I can sense Wezley, and I can like sense Mihan, and I can sense Ātukaan. And the last thing that Reaf remembers before she blacked out was that Ātukaan was trying to kill her, and that Mihan was cray, and she was trying to poison Wezley, and that she drank this liquid in order to just like get rid of it. And then she's met this guy who she just like knows is like working with me. And so but like in this constant state of just like wanting to die, she can just like sense these energies. She can sense. It's almost like feeling, because she can hear, but it's muddled. It's like she's in a sense of muddled coma vibes, you know? But she can sense, it's almost like she can sense how people feel about her. And she can like sense Wezley's love, but she can very much sense other people's pull out vibes, you know? And as she's like drowning constantly, she's in the only thing she's got really, the only thing that's keeping her slightly gasping for air is Wezley. And that's pretty much it.
And then there's light. And then there's this brilliant light that radiates around you. Not above, not around you, radiates from you. And all of a sudden, the shadow, the darkness, the drowning is gone, and there's brilliant, brilliant light, and it's warm. And it is pleasant, and it just destroys the constant cold and shivering and placelessness, and you feel this warmth of ease and peace. And you come to, and there is no mistaking that Atukaan's hand on your forehead is the source of it. There is no mistaking it. And you come out.
Reaf, like out of pure reflex, just grabs Atukaan's hand, and then she looks up.
It's okay, it's just me.
And she looks around the room. She realizes that she's feeling warm. And she looks towards Wezley, but the thoughts have just like smacked her, and they're like welling.
It's Atukaan. Reaf, you're with us. Are you okay?
I'm sorry. I'm not quite remembering who you are.
Oh, I'm a paladin, and I have fancy armor, and Moketi is my G.
He brought you back, Reaf.
What are you doing here? Where am I?
You're in the Mia's house. They took us in after we escaped from the cave. And you're back.
What am I doing in the I'm so confused.
Well, they took us in after we collapsed outside the cave. I don't suppose you remember that we scuffled when you imbibed all that black liquid.
You drank quite a substantial amount of vial.
But you're back. So.
Mihan is just watching from the corner. She's scared that Reaf is gonna attack her again, so she's right up there. She's like eyes wide open towards you, Reaf.
Reaf kind of like gathers that there's this weird eye contact. What are you looking at, Mum? I don't have any money. Welcome back.
Are you hungry? Are you thirsty?
What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I don't really know what's going on. I'm not really sure where I am, and I don't really know what's going on, Wezley.
You're in Laiba. Remember, we had a cave.
Do you know who these people are?
No.
Well, I'm your great uncle. And I'm kidding.
Did someone say Atukaan? I've heard of you.
Yes. Oh, you have? It's Atukaan. I am part of the Oath of the Sun's Wrath.
Yeah, I heard you're a great warrior.
You've heard of me. I mean, you never talked this much to me before, but.
I'm sorry. I don't. Can we speak alone?
Yes. Yeah.
Go ahead.
She might need some time to settle.
That'd be fine.
Back.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll
sorry, I don't mean to be rude or anything. You know. I'm
No.
just
Oh
a
yeah,
bit
she really
confused.
lost her memory.
That's okay, dear.
she
Mihan
just
comes over.
apologized.
Yep.
that is
she
all
definitely
right.
doesn't remember who you are.
Yes, that is
Okay.
all right. Take the time that you need with your brother, And Mihan looks at Wezley, kind of like in her awakened mind. She just says, she's forgotten everything.
And Wezley's looking at Mihan with a look of what the hell.
Atukaan's like almost in disbelief. Like, you remember you wanted to kill her. You wanted to kill me.
Atukaan,
And your brother,
she has
you weren't
just-
really.
She has just woken up, Atukaan. Please do not overwhelm her. Please, talk.
She might need some filling in.
Talk.
Okay.
And then, like, Wezley will just, like, as he just softly closes the door, he's like, Wesley's waiting for this to be a deception. And he's like,
You close the door.
yes.
We need to go. Wezley, look at me. We need to get out of here right now. Wezley, trust me.
You,
Listen to me, Wezley.
what?
I've seen places. I've seen what happens. You don't want to go there. She's working with someone. Atukaan wants to kill us.
Okay, so you do know.
Wezley, look at me. I'm not even joking.
Oh.
We need to go right now.
Now?
And she's like sweating. She's got a sula, like a sweaty upper lip. She's like, Wezley, look at me.
Okay, I'm looking at you. I can hear what you're saying.
I've heard it.
You're scaring me.
He's talked to us.
What's talk to you?
Mihan is working with a man.
Working with a man?
And he won't trust you. I've already asked him.
Okay,
It's the black liquid. It's no good.
Okay.
It's going to poison us. It's going to kill us all.
She mentioned someone. She did mention someone that she's working with, that her and Goron are working with.
I know.
You saw a man?
I did.
Okay,
He
okay.
was going to kill me. And I asked about you and he said he was going to kill you too. So don't drink it, all right?
He's going to
And
kill
that's
me? And
Atukaan didn't even want to save me. He was going to leave me to die.
I know
wasn't he?
that. I know that much.
He was running after us. He's going to kill us.
And then Wezley remembers, like, he spent such a long time on the pathway to death before Ātukaan actually brought him back. And it's stuck on Wezley how long it took him to come back. And so Wesley's like, yeah, he didn't want us alive.
Wezley, we
What
can't
did he-
stay here with these idiots. It's a death wish. It's worse than the Bourdain.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Oh, but how are we going to leave?
Well, look, maybe you just take me home. Maybe I can't be who I was. I've got a hit list out for me. They're gonna kill me if they know I'm the old Reaf.
Okay, well they're going to kill me too. Okay.
Well, why don't you take me home? Why don't
Okay.
you take me home?
Okay, back to Porto Rosa. Yes.
That's where they're all doing this.
We're doing it everywhere, and that's what I'm scared of. I thought maybe I could, if I got more power, then I could maybe ward them off.
Wezley, no, not with the black liquid. I'm telling you, you don't want to go to that place.
Okay.
It said something about the bloodlines.
Bloodlines.
The bloodlines. Our bloodlines are not good.
Okay.
We're not chosen. Wezley, look at me.
Okay, we're not
Look
chosen.
at me.
I heard you.
We're not
chosen.
chosen.
We're not chosen.
Good Lord, you're not going to believe me. You're going
Well, I believe you. I believe you. Please listen to me. I believe you.
Where's the liquid?
The liquid. I don't.
Oh my God, you drank the liquid.
No,
you drank the liquid.
I didn't drink the liquid.
Where
but
is it?
I may have brought some with us.
Why?
Because it might be the key to me getting stronger. But I only brought a small amount. I'm sorry.
How much I told you? Look, I know that face. That's the face you make when you're telling a big fat porcupine.
Porcupine.
What? How much? Show me in handfuls. Show me in if I drank this much. Show me how much you brought back. Don't. Just show me. Just show me. Wezley!
No, come back. I'm sorry.
Christ, oh God. Wezley, I'm actually going to need to take a poo. I can't do
Wait,
this.
do you need the bathroom? But they're out there. How we know? Oh my gosh, no. Quickly, there must be a big pan here.
Well, get me the bucket full of the liquid. I'll vomit it.
Oh no, but it's out there. Oh, you've made me so scared again.
I'm scared. I don't want to die. I want to hug my dog.
Your dogs, something out there.
I suddenly felt an ominous vibe. Wezley, we need to open the door. We need to run. I think we just need to run. All right? Let's just run it. Run it straight. Oh God. No stopping.
Wezley thinks about Ātukaan, and he thinks about he's just gone through the most awful time with Ātukaan. Wezley was like, maybe I'm about to kill him if he doesn't resurrect my sister. But he's like, is he really? Do we really have to abandon them? And he thinks about Mihan, and he thinks about Mihan like having access to this knowledge, but also Mihan's like been trying to get Wezley to believe in himself, you know? And he's like, but are they really just so bad for them? Maybe they are.
Wezley, you need to tell me how you're feeling. I don't want to run alone. I can't leave without you. You've
Well, I'm not going to leave you alone.
Tell me what you're thinking.
I'm just...
Pretend I'm using thought patterns, like that weird thing that you did.
Oh, to take thoughts.
If I can't pull the thought out of you.
Well, you
what
would
does it
find
say?
out that I thought maybe we could trust them. But I know that is. I feel foolish for even saying it out loud.
Please, you just give me.
I just thought that
Tell me
maybe
the
we
truth.
just.
Do you want to stay or do you want to go?
Oh, I just, it's just I thought we made mistakes and that things just went wrong and then maybe we shouldn't be with them.
Wezley, I can't leave without you.
Okay,
you want
I
to
know.
stay?
I know.
Just can't tell anyone, alright?
No.
Don't tell anyone.
Okay. Okay.
Don't tell anyone about me, alright?
What are you doing?
Well, I'll stay with you.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, thank goodness. Oh, you've made me so nervous. I thought I'd put
Freaking out.
I thought I'd put myself together. Oh, I don't know
What do
what
I do? I need to get out of the room. It
Well,
smells like
Okay, we're gonna have to. They're gonna get suspicious. They're gonna maybe.
No,
They're gonna hear us yelling.
I
Okay.
can do this.
Okay.
I can do this. But we're only staying for a short minute. And as soon as we can run, we're running, alright? Alright?
Okay. Wezley opens the door to the bedroom.
Okay.
Atukaan looks in and goes, I have come to conclusion. What we need to do, all of this evilness happened because we did not get to the root of all evil. I vanquished this evil 8 years ago. And I think, and I know, I can do it again. I don't know about you, but I am thinking of going back into the cave. Yes.
Again.
Yes, again.
For a third time.
No, sometimes 3 is a lucky charm.
Well,
But there's a room in there that did not get my eye at first, but I realized there is a lot of evil there. The voiced one was also hanging around there. If we can get in there and maybe destroy whatever it is in there, whatever is consuming you might also evaporate. This is Ātukaan trying to figure out a way. He thinks that there's some sort of evil in you that was caused from in there. And I thought I got rid of it before, but now I see.
so this is like your little, like, mission. You're here to save us.
No. I just don't want everyone outside here to end up like you.
What do you mean? What's wrong with us?
Untrustworthy, for some reason drawn to the darkness, always getting into trouble, also evil following you wherever you go, and also being attacked by blue creatures. Should I go on?
Well, I don't.
Some of those
I
are
think
not
that
our
last
fault.
one's our
Yeah,
fault.
no,
You
we're,
tell me that he got attacked by the blue creatures. Isn't that evil following you?
Because I was with you. Ātukaan just, as he says it, he just walks off.
Okay.
He's
I mean-
walking off.
I mean, that's a fair point.
Didn't he?
You say evil follows us, but you've been with us the whole time, Atukaan.
As he walks out of the room.
Didn't he attack the blue creatures first before we even met him? That's what you told me, right? So maybe the blue creatures are actually following Atukaan.
Mihan is like, wow, Reaf has forgotten everything. And she looks at Wezley and through her awakened mind, she really has forgotten everything, right?
Wezley looks at the window and he's like, do I need to run away from all of them? He's like,
Well, Mihan looks to Wezley. Well, Wezley, what do you suppose we do, my lordship? Do Do you follow Atukaan? Now that you have your sister all healthy and she looks happy, it is lovely to have you back. Do you remember me? It's your Auntie Mihan.
I heard about you, Mihan. He talks very fondly of you.
Oh, of course, that is my Wezley, my soon-to-be husband, and she pinches his cheek.
This is like, maybe if I just run to the hills, and then he's going to live in the woods. But he's like,
And that is when the building explodes.
Huh? What? What?
That is when Gorun, who you have been ignoring,
Get out of here!
casts the shatter spell. And the room erupts.
Was she not just bound that whole time?
She was bound and ignored
Nah.
so long, and the shatter spell just erupts around you. You three, not Ātukaan, make a Constitution saving throw.
Con. 13. 14. 15.
19.
6.
is that good?
We don't have Atukaan.
Is that a good one?
As this explosion happens, I think Reaf weirdly ducks behind Wezley.
Wezley,
Yeah.
how does 18 hit points sound?
I love it. I don't love it.
9.
I get 9.
As
Resistance, right?
and as this wave peels towards him, he like his hands glow a little bit, and he goes and he clenches them into fists, and then he raises them up above himself as he casts absorb elements to to suck up half the blow. Go!
You take 9. Ātukaan, you've left the room. You're halfway out of the room, and then a big explosion happens.
He flies.
She is sprinting. The wall has burst open, and she is running across the wet, muddy ground of Liber towards a bridge.
Reaf sees a flash of her go by, and really quickly, like clockwork, her memory flashes by, and she's like, "This is the person who knocked me out. Run!"
You start
chases.
You start chasing.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Wesley.
Me. He sees his sister take off after this woman, and he's still in this place of the room just exploded. And he's like, yeah. If the earth could just open up right now, and just a big hand just take him down to the core of the earth, that'd be all right. But right now he's just watching it.
As your sister runs off, Mihan.
Yes, Mihan takes half damage of this thing, and as she gets up and watches Gorun run away, she thinks, do I need her? And she looks over to Wezley, who's still there, who didn't run.
Yeah.
And she says, no, I'm fine here. And she just looks and watches Reaf run after her.
Reaf runs. Okay, great. You stay there.
Ātukaan, after being thrown from the blast seat, for some reason he's on autopilot and automatically he gets up, dusts himself, and runs into the room where he then sees Wezley and Mihan. They go, Are you all right? And he grabs it, just drags him out of the room because
Perception roll.
16 with the perception of 3. 19.
Okay, when you run in, you see all the carnage, and you also see going in the distance, heading towards the bridge to the south. You see Gorun running away with Reaf hot on her tail.
Atukaan has something in him, is like, I need to be a part of that chase. And so he drags these two out of the room, out of danger. He goes, wait here. And then he's off.
First round.
Great.
Gorun is running. Toom, 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 toom. Okay. Chase scene mode?
Yep.
Okay, roll 20-sided dice for me to see if there's any obstacles.
1.
A 1. Mud. It's wet, muddy. You need to make a dexterity roll.
Wow, that was intense, but like not a good roll.
Yeah.
7.
7. She gets to the
I mean,
she So yeah, acrobatics. So you can make acrobatics.
9.
9. It's not good enough.
Yeah.
She gets to the bridge before you. You slip, and so she is now 30 feet away from you.
So she slips too.
No, because
I slipped,
you went straight after her, so
Yep.
she only has 20 feet ahead of you.
Yep.
She now has 30 feet ahead. She got further ahead.
Gotcha.
That was the first round.
Yeah.
Second round is when Ātukaan is going to rejoin the chase. Is going to join the chase. Roll again for me. Another
4.
a 4. 4 is a strength one. It requires you to jump. There's a fence, a wooden fence, for you to have to climb over. It's an athletics roll. Ātukaan.
Yes. Atukaan, after pulling Mihan and Wezley out of harm's way, he then bolts for it out the door. Right behind.
Dex. You're on Dex.
13 plus my dexterity of 0. 13.
Okay, no problem. You get across the mud, no problem. How'd you get?
14. It wasn't too bad. I'm just washing them because it's
In
not
preparation.
great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. She's doing as well too. She's
Okay.
heading for the mine. There's no doubt about it. She's running. She's booking it for the mine as fast as she possibly can.
Cool. Can I whip out an action as I'm chasing her?
Yeah, you can.
Cool. I'm just gonna grab my dagger and I'm just gonna aim it at like right between her shoulder blades.
Okay.
What's gonna stop her running?
So what that's going to mean is instead of you dashing,
Yeah.
you run, you stop, and you. So it means
Well, I'm
you.
gonna double dash an action because I'm gonna use cutting action.
Ah.
That's okay.
Let's go cutting.
Of course it is.
Okay,
Of course
great.
it is. You have to make your
Love
acrobatics as you trump over the fence. What'd you get?
Athletics plus 4, 10.
Yeah. No.
No?
Whoosh, you stumble over.
Ātukaan,
Roll
really
twice dice to see
disappointed.
what the obstacle is first.
Yep.
Obstacle first.
Got you. Dang it. Why does that dice have to be good? It's a 16.
16 means there's nothing in the way.
Okay, great.
Open field. She's running.
Yep. I'm aiming for the carb. What I'd like to do is go down the carb and down her leg, but we'll just see what happens. It's a 20, so see what happens. Cool. Yep, so I'm trying to aim the dagger that almost goes like bottom calf ankle and like slices all the way down.
Yeah.
Youchie.
Roll
Yeah,
damage.
Doesn't have a leg.
My dagger. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
12 is a lot of damage.
Love it.
Okay, great. She falls. She falls. And you notice your dagger is on her hip as she falls.
This whole time.
Ātukaan.
Ātukaan.
This is the third round, okay? So you need to do it was just run. No, you don't have to do anything.
Okay.
Okay, so the distance is Reaf, you're only 30 feet away. Ātukaan, you're 60 feet away. Cool. Okay, we go in. Meanwhile, let's go back to the room. What are you guys doing in the room?
Mihan looks at Wezley and says, where is your barrel? Looks around to see if the barrel is spilt from the shatter. Where did you put it?
Where would they have put it? Even outside? Were they
No.
going to bring it into the mayor's house? I don't think so.
Where?
You hit
You had it. Where did you put it? You have.
Honestly, where do you think you would have kept it? If this takes more than 5 seconds, we're coming back to you.
Skip.
Okay, next round. Okay. She's on the ground. Yeah. She turns to you and she tries to Eldritch Blast you.
Yeah.
You're on 1 hit point.
Hey!
Right?
Well, sure, I've been having a good rest though, and that was quite the powerful. It's totally up to you. I don't mind.
No, you're on 1 hit point.
Yeah.
No doubt
How many hit
about
points
it.
is she on?
She's had a long rest.
Ātukaan healed her.
From death. I'm sorry, there is no possible way.
Roll bad.
Dude, you are. I think it's 25.
We just got her back.
Go on.
Ātukaan. She floors Gorun, and then this blast of energy, which looks very like Mihan's energy, catches her, and she collapses straight away. You're on.
Yeah, the old Ātukaan would have seen that and had sympathy for her, and but for him, he's like, again, It's proven like it, but he just runs right past Reaf.
Yep.
And gives chase to Goron.
She's right on the ground. So if you're doing a dash, you'll get right up to her.
Okay. Atukaan, yes, we'll double dash.
Okay, you dash. Okay, you don't need to roll anything.
Okay.
Next round. She is going to, so you're right on top.
Yeah,
so
Atukaan, Goron, if you know what's good for you, please don't do what you did to her.
She's going to do fear.
Ooh.
She's going to cast fear.
A healthy amount of respect for that at the table.
And
I want that.
turns
spell.
to you and whispers some ancient words. You must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I will. Wisdom saving. Wisdom, oh, I'm good at it. +3 is 14. Ooh.
Plus your proficiency too.
Plus my proficiency, which is 2. 16.
No, that's already
No?
been added in.
Okay.
Yeah.
+1.
No.
15 is her DC.
Oh.
Yeah!
You rolled a 14.
14.
No, yeah,
11
plus
plus 3 is 14.
+1?
No.
Oh yeah.
It's proficiency plus 1. It's plus 14. Fear
Dang.
overcomes you. Meanwhile, in the room,
Wait, no, +1.
yeah, that is this.
Okay,
your
saving.
wisdom saving throw.
Damn it! Jesus, and then he is struck.
Sense of fear.
Oh yeah, he has all of these kind of scenarios run through. Someone taking his daughter, someone killing his wife, someone murdering his mentor, someone burning down the temple of Mukiti. All of that, and then it's and he rages inside.
Mechanically, it means that next turn you have to try to get away from her at full speed.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's what it means.
She's gonna try.
Wezley,
Yeah.
Mihan, Reaf has gone down.
Do we see that? Like it's
Yeah,
still in vision?
they've gone.
She a big lady.
The wall got blown away, and I said they ran straight out toward a bridge across. And so, from where you are, you've seen all of this happen. Life and death save. Oh my goodness.
5.
That's one fail. If she rolls a 1, she's dead.
Oh.
How far away from us is she? I'm just trying to think how long it takes for us to get to her.
It is going to tell you that she ran for 3 rounds.
Okay. How? I think I could get there.
I think so.
Wezley sees his sister go down, and it's like watching somebody else's life. He's like somebody else watching Wezley, watching Reaf go down. It's like my sister just went down, and he's like, okay. And then so he starts running towards her for 30 feet. Then he misty steps another 30 feet. And that's what he does for now.
Mihan.
Oh,
What?
and with his action, so he can double dash and misty step. So that's like essentially 3 moves.
Great.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Mihan?
Well, Mihan was just gonna stand there, but she cannot be more than 50 feet away from.
Oh, that's
yes.
why I want. No, just tell me what you're planning on
So
doing.
I run unwillingly.
Is that what you were doing? That's what you're planning on doing?
No, I was planning on just staying and watching.
Your misty step happens, and you are pulled back.
And she says, "Oh, that's different. Did you want me to?"
Next round,
Does
Ātukaan.
she not come with me?
Yeah.
That is a very good question. Let's try it. Let's
Okay.
try it,
That's
shall
what I
we?
thought was gonna happen. I thought I was gonna
Let's
play.
see. I don't think. Will she be misty stepped with you, or will it negate the misty step?
Oh.
I don't know.
Give you
So-
1 round to think about it.
There's like an opposed magic roll.
Yeah.
Let's
Magic against.
Magic.
make
Con?
it.
Yeah, because it's your
It, like I
Let's
just want to
make
watch it.
sturdiness.
Like
Make a charisma.
Ooh.
Charisma
let's go.
saving throw. I want to see what
that.
that plus your charisma is going to be. That's
Okay.
kind of like your force of persona.
17.
She travels with you.
oh, there you go.
Okay, so Wezley is misty stepping, and as he misty steps, he kind of looks back at Mihan, realizes the error that he's about to make, but he's already halfway through, And as he kind of spies the amulet on his hand, he kind of tries to channel the Misty Step through the amulet, and then he just kind of like reaches forward with the amulet, and as he disappears, Mihan like there comes with him, and he's like, yeah. And then as he hits the ground again, he's like, Mihan, come on!
Why did you do that? I need to slow down, please. I have weak legs and knees.
Ātukaan is in a state of pure fear. He has got his sword out, he is swinging, and he is screaming. He'd almost crumpled down on the ground.
You have to flee, that's what you have to do.
And then he crumpled down, and, and then just gaps it away, away from Gorun, as he's swinging madly at things that are trying to attack.
Which means you're running towards these guys. You're running towards Mihan and Wezley, and you would run past Reef's fallen form, make a wisdom saving throw to see if you can pull out of it.
13 plus what again? 1?
Sorry.
Wisdom? Oh, it is! 16.
16, and common sense prevails.
And looks up and Wezley, what's going on? She was right in front of me. As Wezley runs past and then follows the gaze.
Okay, life and death save. A 1 will be the end of.
You're not wrong.
Just hold on one more. Just hold on one more save.
Oh!
Beautiful, beautiful.
It was a 14.
Nice.
That's 1 save.
Yeah. Okay.
Wezley,
Yeah.
Gorun is. She's getting away really fast.
He clocks that. Wezley runs some more.
Yes.
And so, in my estimation, I have moved 120 feet so far. I'm going to dash using my action.
Yes.
And I would have moved 150
50 feet,
by
which
that
means
point.
you're only 30 away.
Healing word.
Healing word. Roll a d4.
Oh.
I'll do that. Oh, I never heal people.
Ew.
Yes.
So that is. Oh, it's a good one. So that is. It is a 5.
Thank you so much.
Mihan.
How far away is Gorun from me?
She's had, from Mihan. So you're 30 feet away from Reaf, and she's had another only 2 rounds. 60, 120, so she's 150 away.
Dang, all right, that's the edge of my thing.
And she's running towards the caves, towards the mine.
Again, Reaf. Mihan tries to think, is this, like, what's the consequence here? She's not really, she's like, I think she's safe. So
Okay, thank you.
she's just gonna run to where Wezley and Reaf are.
Great. Okay, thank you. Ātukaan.
Ātukaan skids to a halt as he realizes that Gorun is that way, and then in his mind is like, he's heading towards where I was going, and belts. He double.
And you start
Dashes.
chasing after. Okay, great.
Yep.
Let's say, so let's just see. There's no more threat. Let's just hear what everyone's doing.
Great. As soon as I feel the the healing word turn, I turn onto my hands and feet, and then I look up and I'm like, thank you, Wezley. And then I start running backwards and turn around and start sprinting towards the cave again.
Okay, running, booking it.
Yeah.
Do we follow Wezley?
Why do you want her?
Are you talking to me, Wezley?
And then Wezley's like, okay, but he needs to jog after her to have this conversation.
Mihan has a job after Wezley.
And you guys chase, and I think that's probably a good place to take a half time.
Somebody break for me.
Okay, thanks, guys. We're going to be back in 10 minutes. Have a quick break. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Hey there, fellow adventurers. Want to dive deeper into the world of Dice Legends? Join our incredible Patreon community. We have 3 tiers for different levels of involvement. First, our official Patreon tier is perfect for supporting the show without breaking the bank. Get news about the show and gifts of art and music. Next, our Lore Legends tier is for those craving hidden tales and untold secrets. Get unlimited access to our exclusive and constantly expanding lore document, as well as behind-the-scenes content. Finally, our World Builder tier offers the ultimate Dice Legends experience, as well as all the news and gifts and lore you get to collaborate with us, contribute ideas, and see your creations come to life in future episodes. To choose the tier that suits you best, head over to our Patreon page now, linked below, and level up your Dice Legends experience. Okay,
bread or
okay.
boogers?
All right.
Okay, I got bread and boogers in my nose.
Hey, good to be back. So we're gonna get right back into it.
Thank you, Mihan.
So,
bread.
are we ready? We ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Ready.
You ready? Oh, am I in? I'm ready.
Yes, I am.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and so Goran is running, and she's running towards the mines. So Atukaan is the closest, but you're still like 150 feet away.
Yep.
Reaf, you're chasing after. Wezley and Mihan, not sure what you guys are doing.
I'm following after my sister.
Yes,
Following
I'm
after.
following after Wezley. The more Mihan thinks about it, she remembers Goran saying that I was a chosen one too, and she wants to know, like, wait, was I chosen? Because she didn't realize she was chosen, and so she wants more information, and she's gonna run.
As we're running along, Wesley's just like, and he's following after his sister. He's like looking back at Mihan, and he's like, should I be throwing my lot in with her? Like, is this the person I should be trusting? Because after his talk with his sister, he feels so unsettled. That's what he's thinking as he's running, and he's kind of like looking back at Mihan. Yeah.
Wonderful. Hey, look, 150 feet is that's 50 meters, guys.
Oh.
You know, by the time Ātukaan and Reaf get to the mine entrance, I mean, 50 meters. She's in there someplace.
Yeah.
Yep.
Half of a rugby field.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that's half of an Olympic
envisioned.
pool.
Half of an. Yeah. No.
For all those budding sports fans out there, you'll know what we mean.
I have no idea.
So-
Give it to me in buses.
50 buses. No.
50.
The moral of the story is, you get there,
No.
it's dark. Look, what are you gonna do? I mean, she's running. Perception rolls, you two.
Yeah.
You're basically relatively close to each other.
I don't know what's happened when I've woken up from this nap, but I just have spidey senses right now.
Are you the bionic woman?
I think something's happened.
Yeah.
Because I've just been so close to death that my senses are just so heightened. Because I did roll a 20.
Oh, wait.
$6 million woman.
So I don't know if I can
Wonderful.
hear footsteps.
Okay, great, thank you.
Black liquid. 18 plus 3, 21.
Wow. Okay, you can hear her footsteps up ahead. Yeah, no problem. You can't see her, but you can definitely hear very clear. You're like sonar.
I think we have established that we are the best people in the world at navigating this cave.
This is our third time in there.
Yeah.
We did that in the last episode as well.
That's right. Something's
Rolled
good.
an natty
This
20.
means something. We are cave.
Even last week.
This is where we
Cave
should do.
dwellers.
Okay.
So you two,
Yes.
Yeah.
what is Reaf and Ātukaan? You're right.
Yeah,
You're basically right next to each other.
Oh, I have this thought, and I'm wondering if I can almost feel like Atukaan's thought as well, is that if we if we've entered this cave, I feel like she's going to think that we'll stop because we can't see her, and I think that she's going to stop.
Oh.
Because she'll obviously, people stop running when they think they're out of danger, so my plan is to run so far that I cross her danger line.
Okay. You're running.
I'm still going.
It's like
Running.
a gambit.
Yeah.
How dark is this cave?
It's black.
It's black, and Atukaan is almost surprised to see Reaf materialize somehow. Or you can feel the presence coming past, and yeah, he's trying to get his bearings now because he realizes he doesn't have any source of light. Can he? No, he can't. Light up his sword somehow.
Yeah, you've got don't you have light as a?
I do have light.
Do you or not?
No, I do not. I have divine smite.
I do.
Damn it! I have something that
Do
rhymes
you?
with light.
No.
Smite. Divine sense, Leon.
Now look,
Look.
I have a list that I remember Rob gave me from the very first episode that I killed him. And he had a torch in his bag. I'm just saying, I wrote it down.
And you think
Cutting it.
Reaf is got Reef's carrying it. She looks around. Torch.
What I'm thinking is it'd be like a backpack flip as I'm running. Hands go in. Zip. And then it's just a straight field.
Well, you're running the
Yeah.
Okay, you guys run into the darkness. You got such good perception rolls, right? Okay, you're going more by sound, by
Yes,
sonar
yes,
thing.
yes,
Meanwhile,
yes.
you two enter from behind, enter into the cave. What are you two doing?
Mihan, as they're running, holds out her staff. Bing! So some light is from Mihan's staff now, and she is running. And then as they're running, Mihan wants to talk to Wezley, like say, do you think this woman is worth running for?
Hey, so she's my sister.
No, I mean the Gorun woman.
Oh, yeah, but well, Reaf seems set on it.
To be honest, Wezley, I think she has some information that could be very good for you.
Like what?
Well, she can tell you about the chosen ones. And that power.
Wezley's not convinced, but he's kind of begrudging. He's like,
Oh, what about that room, the treasure room that Atukaan was talking about?
Wezley remembers getting a glimpse into that room.
Gold.
Yeah, gold, which, you know.
Yeah, you've got a lot of that already.
Yeah, Wezley's like, okay.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
okay, you guys are running. Look, we're gonna just cut to the chase.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you're already in the chase.
Cut the-
You guys are running. They're running. You're running faster. Okay. You go through the room with the burnt tree that is all dead, down the stairs into the second room with the upside down tree, and you see her on her knees. As you enter the room, she kind of collapses near the water. Insight rolls.
Oh, the beast.
Oh, nice.
18.
18.
21.
It's a look of giving upness. That's a technical word.
Yes.
Defeated.
Yes, it's a look of defeat. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. Nice. What are you doing?
Resignation.
Resignation. Any others?
Just
Will I catch up to her?
Yeah, this round you can catch up to it for sure.
Well, okay, I'm running and I just I put my hands on her shoulder and I'm kind of digging my hands in, and as I catch my breath, and I whisper in her ear, "Think that belongs to me." And I just grab my dagger, jink, and I walk away.
Okay. Ātukaan, what are you doing?
Atukaan gets there. I see that although you run in the darkness, the light will always bring you back to your senses. Come with me. What are you doing next to this water anyway?
And he like kind of almost like wants to put in a rest kind of steps.
Excellent, thank you. And you guys, with the light from behind casting the illumination, you've entered the room as well. The large cavern with the upside down tree in front, abandoned equipment for distilling there. No boats, and just the water. And on the other side, this big underground lake. What do you guys do?
is there evidence of the burnt ship?
The burnt ship is lying in the water.
So it is fully burnt. And like, are there like corpses in the like?
Okay, that's what you want to do. You want to try to find out what's happened over there?
Yeah, and also I want to be careful because I don't want the giant beast to come out if it's still around.
Okay, thank you.
So she's quiet.
Okay, great. You can make a perception roll if you want, or an investigation, whatever you prefer. Wezley, what are you doing?
Wezley comes over to Ātukaan, where he's grabbed this woman. He's rifled through this woman's thoughts already, so he's not sure how much more he's got to get from her. So he comes over and he kind of like looks at me, and he looks at Ātukaan, and he kind of just looks at her and goes,
I don't know about you, but I think she knows a lot about the room. And what do you know about the room, by the way?
13. Mihan. We'll talk to Mihan before we answer your question. You don't see any signs of ripples on the lake to indicate that the voiced one is coming towards you or anything like that. The boat is sunk,
Yeah.
and there are. Yeah, that's what you see.
Do we see Rex's body somewhere?
You weren't looking in that direction.
Oh, okay.
I'll answer this. So, what exactly did you say?
Yeah, he's right there.
Atukaan is almost like leading her towards where Rex ran in, and do you know anything
About the room.
Yes.
She does have a look of defeat on her face, and says, you want to get into the room you were trying to break into before.
The one that was heavily guarded by some sort of spell? Yes. Wherever there is dark spells, there's also dark magic and dark people.
Okay, yeah. There's treasure in there, and
I do not seek treasures. I just want to know why it was so of interest to so many, including those blue beasts.
Reef walks over, picks her up, puts her on her shoulder. She goes, right, take us to the room.
Wezley goes, well, this way.
Right. Keep talking, Atukaan, but we may as well make movement.
Atukaan follows. So, why do you look so defeated when you came to this lake? Is it because we possibly burnt your friends and all of that on the ship? Or maybe because we killed that big thing? Well, I didn't see that big thing come through, but I think he's dead.
Wezley goes, oddly sadistic of you, Ātukaan. But and like Wezley appreciates it a little bit. He thinks.
she says, well, it looks like I have been abandoned.
Aww. How that feels. Don't worry. Put you out of your misery soon. Just need to get to the room, alright?
It's okay. You know, I do know somebody that will never abandon you, even in the darkness.
You want to block your ears for this part,
Yes. His name is, of course, the Lord of the Moketi. Ever heard of him?
Yes.
Yes. He can turn that frown upside down.
Are we?
Abandoned by who?
She does not reply.
I'm going to take a stab and say it's the voiced one.
Mihan's trying to figure out why would they abandon her? Like, it wasn't her fault that she left, I guess. It was mine, but no, she's trying to piece it in her head as they're walking. Like, are they that quick to drop their chosen ones?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Because you are who you surround yourself with. Trust me, I know this. You must discern for yourself who you surround yourself with. If they abandon you, then maybe they did not care for you in the first place.
Wezley thinks to himself.
Just think about our family.
yeah, Wezley, like Reaf and Wezley share the same sort of look. And then he thinks to himself, he's like, do you know who hasn't abandoned us? Ātukaan. When he could have and indeed should have a lot of the time.
It is true.
I think maybe I see that in Wezley's eyes. And then I give him these eyebrows that go like, yeah, I know what you're talking about, but also, he's not abandoned us because he wants to kill us. But this is all, I'm not sure if you're getting what I'm saying.
I feel like Reaf can read, Wezley can read Reef's mind.
They're like all in the brow.
It's all in the eyebrows. Wezley's trying to reassure, yeah, I see what you're saying, but... Yeah, and then he trails off, and he doesn't, because he's a little bit anxious. About this.
It reminds me of that dairy milk advertisement, the commercial from, it's probably just a New Zealand thing.
It's only a New Zealand thing.
Yeah.
No, I got you talking about.
Are we at the door?
Okay, so you guys are heading to the door that you busted in, and Wezley got smashed at.
Yes.
Oh.
You're real smash.
Okay. There is the brazier, the big brazier has been extinguished. It's long gone, hasn't been fed. There are, and in front of you is this very sturdy wooden door, but the humidity has gotten to it. The metal bands are corroded and rusted, and there is a hole about like 40 centimeters wide by about, something where you guys had kicked it in. It was wide enough that Wezley could squeeze through.
Wezley's like, okay, so I'm going to leave it to you to work out a way in there. Just know if you don't come up with something in 30 minutes, I've got this. And then he sits down.
One more time? What does that look like?
Just this door is the reason why your brother almost died before. There's some sort of dark magic that protects it. And he looks at Gorun. Is that anything that you are in knowledge of?
I'll put Goran down and I'll just give her a little shove into the door. Just because, like, thinking that, like, if she wanted to protect herself and take the magic off, she might do it. Just a little poof.
Poof.
She reaches into her pocket and pulls out some keys.
Is that one of the keys for this door?
She mutters some words that have a familiar kind of rhythm to it in Mihan's ears. And then inserts the key into the keyhole, and it takes some work because it's a bit corroded. But the lock, she unlocks it and pushes the door open. It squeaks with the rust of the hinges as it opens up. The light from the light spell, which is on Mihan's staff, illuminates a room that was truly is just a cavern. Not a cavern. It's a cave room. But inside it, there are very old chests. Some of them, the wood has completely dissolved, showing the gold inside them shining off of the lit staff. Perception rolls, everyone, please.
It's only a 13.
11.
I got a critical 1 plus 3. 4.
14.
What'd you get?
11.
Oh.
I think 14's the highest.
14's are highest. Wezley. So, there's treasure in here. What's also interesting is that one of the walls has some illuminated lines, circles, and triangles, with luminescent, glowing etches onto the wall.
I look at the luminescence and I'm like, could be some sort of fungi, but does it actually look magical? Does it look bioluminescent? Arcanoluminescent?
I actually want to show you exactly what it looks like.
Yes. How?
Jason, can you?
How?
You've been playing with something.
No. Jason, can you pull up just the lines, please? Just the lines. Meanwhile, on the world anvil. Yeah.
Okay.
You got me? All right.
Jason's
All right.
got it.
While Wezley's looking at these lines, what's everyone else doing? Tell me when you've got it ready.
Yeah.
I think before anyone takes a step over the threshold, I know we can see in this room, but I just use my body to kind of etch Goran in first. Been in enough of these gold rooms, I'm intrigued, I'm attracted to the gold, but I use my body to push her in first and then go to the gold is what I do.
Okay, you go and you go. You got a decent perception roll, right?
Yep, 13.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, that's good enough to find the gold for sure. Okay. Okay, and if you can put it on and then show us, please. Show the audience and show us, please. No, just the lines, just the lines.
No.
Oh,
Just the line.
Here we go. Here we
was that
go.
what we were supposed to
Yeah,
say?
just the line.
Luminescent
What is
light.
that the big bad evil is?
Just the lines. Not the map.
We have seen something we shouldn't have.
I took a picture of it.
There we
in
go.
my
There we go.
mind's eye.
Just
You
the
know-
lines.
I wonder what
So many spider webs.
Other context here.
Really nice. It's like a picture.
Thank
I
you.
draw in
Now,
primary.
yeah. Okay, great. You can come. You can come back to us now.
Wezley goes, you know, I think I know what's going on here.
They called it the map room earlier. They called
He's like, oh, this looks familiar.
Okay, great. Yeah, and yes. So, and we'll want to look at that map in a little while. Cool. Mihan, what are you doing? No.
Thank you.
We make
Thank you,
mistakes
Jason.
constantly.
Thank you. Mihan waits to see if everyone like walks in safely first. Before.
Yeah,
you-
She's pushed Goron in, no problem. I haven't said anything bad happened.
Yeah, cool.
But it
because
explodes when you go in.
because she remembers what happened to Wezley last time. So she will take a step in, and she is looking for not just gold, but any items of interest, like things that, you know,
Okay.
artifacts or.
Yeah. Investigation roll.
I love investigation. Natural 20.
What are you going to find?
But plus my other things, it will be like 24.
Okay. So, while Reef's getting looking at the gold.
I would like to take it.
We'll talk to you about how much gold in a moment.
Okay.
We're just taking quick snapshots. You're searching. Ātukaan, what are you doing?
Atukaan hesitantly goes through the door, but he's also looking towards the river to see if
Oh
any
yeah, you're
danger
standing
might come.
guard.
Standing guard, but then also kind of peering through the door and seeing, in his mind, are there roots of the tree that
yeah.
seeps in here that's that
great.
could be like, you know, is there an evil that stems out of this?
Okay, well make a perception roll because you're looking for things.
Perception is +3, that makes an 8.
Okay, fine. Bam, nothing. Reef, how much gold do you want?
I only want 300 gold pieces.
Well, basically, I mean, you can just take handfuls, and
Well,
the coins are of a size,
Yeah.
and they're completely different gold coins to anything you've seen before.
I only want to take like a bag full because Reaf has been in this game long enough to know that if someone catches her with too much gold, she'll just get a target on her back and people will just constantly keep trying to like murder her for her wealth. So she only wants to take a bag full, but she's interested and she wouldn't keep it, she'd just sell it on and get something for it. Yeah, but she's never seen this gold before.
Let me describe it. An ancient way that
If it's chocolate money is basically.
yes, the old way that coins were originally made was by dripping it a set amount and then stamping it. And that is what these are. These are old. These are not, they're not cast. Right? They're not cast, they're not even shape. They're drop and stamp.
Cool.
And they're uneven, they are old. You don't recognize anything about these.
Nah, Reaf is just like, this could be melted into making jewellery is what her thought is, so she'll pocket them.
300 gold pieces, for sure. Wezley will come back to you in a second. Mihan. I have something for you. Amongst everything,
What the heck is that?
amongst everything, you find some very large black coins.
I'm gonna roll to find them.
Go on.
35 black coins. And on the side, on each coin is a different mythological beast.
Ooh, yes, there is. Mihan wants to not share it with everyone? Is that possible?
Wezley hears.
Damn it. All right.
Where's
fair.
Magical items.
Are they magical though? Like they're just a little bit different.
No, don't
Oh.
hear them.
And there's also
Get out of here. What is?
a golden box. A golden box.
What is
May
it?
I?
So nice.
It does not open.
It does
does not open. It does not open. So you cannot open it. Do not open it.
Oh my god, you went
It will not.
I want to open this so
I want to open.
Look.
Okay.
Wezley smell. A magic box in the area. What's that you've got, Mihan?
Mihan looks over to Wezley and she says, "Oh, just some old box here and some of this. I mean, I could probably sell it. You won't mind. You have all that cash with your lordship, huh?"
Wezley goes, eh. And then he continues looking at the...
Okay. Can we look at the map then?
Yes.
What map?
All right. Can you? Yeah. I don't know.
You mean the lines?
Face intelligence or history roll or something like
Yes, I would love to. Here it comes. What's happening? Oh no!
Sorry.
Here it comes.
There it is.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
21.
21.
that. Okay. So if we can see the lines, just the lines. And
Is there some other version of it? I only know the lines.
Oh,
All right, thank you. All right, so it is not difficult to tell that the bottom shape is the shape of the peninsula of Aurumia, and the largest triangle
Yes.
at about 1 o'clock.
Yes.
That corresponds. You know that corresponds with Granite Hold. I think. Can you turn the put all the maps on now, please?
Yeah.
It definitely there is a correspondence, and it's
Good.
also some of the symbols are symbols that you know.
I know. You know what they looked like? They looked like.
you want this?
I'm gonna go ahead and guess like. Oh, no.
Thank you. Yeah. You can show that to us now. Yeah, that's cool. So it
I see a
lines
lot
up.
of triangles.
Okay, well, you've been.
Yeah. So Granite Hold is the close one. Sorry, Thundervale is the large one.
Thundervale.
Thundervale is the large one.
Hansa.
And it has the triangle with the square in the middle, and Granite Hold's the closest one.
What's that other big one down?
There's another big one down near Tide Safe as well.
From my observation, do all the triangles have squares in them?
No. The only ones that have squares of them are the big one near
Tide Safe?
No, near Tide Safe, and what was the other? Was it near
Granite Hold.
Near
And-
Granite Hold.
And do the other ones have circles in them?
Circles in them. Yeah.
Ah. And then Wesley's like, I think that means home. And I was like, what would that mean? Why would that mean that? And he's like, peninsula, mountains, why that must be Granite Hold. And this must be Tide Safe. Wesley's mind abstracts into formulae and quadratic equations and algebra. And he tries to interpret what this all means. He thinks that all of these things are connected. He's in his history of reading. He's read about things like ley lines, like power running through the land, like nexi of power converging in lines. So it starts to smack of that. He thinks that these places might be confluences of power, possibly influential zones of the voiced ones, and he wonders at these nexi there's power, and if that power's up for grabs.
You're speaking out loud.
Monologuing?
Yeah.
You monologuing? No.
Wesley says all of that. Yeah, Wesley will say some of it out loud.
Oh.
Yeah, but
What?
ley lines or peninsula.
To what are you
Algebra.
talking about? Wizard?
Pythagoras.
Equilateral.
Hypotenuse.
Archimedes.
Archimedes. Cosine.
Tangent.
And so on.
Atukaan looks at you and he's looking around for evil. He doesn't spot it, but he does look at your face and you look like you're in deep contemplation of something. What
Don't
do
talk to me. Sorry, what were we saying? I'm sorry, that was rude.
It's okay. It's expected.
I'm concentrating.
What are you contemplating with it?
I'm contemplating. This looks like some sort of array. This looks like the land of Aurumia, wouldn't you agree?
It looks like a whole bunch of lines and triangles.
Yeah, well, you see lines and triangle. I see a detailed map.
Are you sure you did not hit your head on the way in here?
No, this is gosh. This is like trying to explain meth to a baby.
So what? This thing is what? Supposed to be Aurumia?
Do you have paper?
Atukaan.
I do.
I don't.
Mihan holds out one of her
Oh, a
papers.
golden pot.
Sorry, I mean this one, not the piece of paper.
Okay, we're gonna need a lot of this. And Wezley wants to like trace this or like
Yeah.
or sketch this.
Yeah, no problem. Easy.
Yeah.
Okay, and keep a record.
Yeah, as accurate as he can. Yeah.
One of the things it is clear is that your understanding of the geography of the place, you got a 21, it was pretty good. Your understanding of the geography of the maps that you've studied at home and the intersection of this, that one of the triangles with a circle is where you currently are right now.
Triangle with a circle is and he's trying to think about like what it could mean. It could be like the location of a tree. It could be the location of where blue monsters are made. It could be the location of a voiced one. It could be the location of wherever you find Gorun. It could be.
Goran walks up and look in her. The expression on her face has changed. She walks over to you and says, "I refuse to be disposable.
So you're going to make yourself useful.
I think I will."
Wezley wants to make a study of her face.
I'll make an insight roll.
Yeah. So, okay. Okay, it's good. 14.
No reason to disbelieve her. She doesn't appear to be lying at this moment.
I could read your thoughts.
I'm sure you could. It was very unpleasant. Please don't do it again.
Don't worry, it's unpleasant for both of us. What? Are you offering aid, Gorun?
Just to put it in some context, she says, and there's only one of me and there's 4 of you, and I've been abandoned.
You have. And you've already displayed how slippery you are, so just know that your freedom is going to be severely limited.
Yes. And it's not a nice feeling to just be cast aside like this.
Yeah, Wezley's kind of looking at her. He's like, does he detect hurt or like grief or like... Yeah.
Hell hath no wrath like a woman scorned.
Reaf is disgustingly relating to this, and it really hurts her gut. She feels it. And she's just like, her hands just like slowly like striking her dagger. It's a tiny little bit.
I can hear you stroking your dagger, Reaf.
Itching my leg.
And then he looks at her and he's like, well, there's my sister.
I love you. She didn't say that out loud. She just goes.
She said it with her eyebrows. Yeah.
So she goes up to the map and points to the triangle with the circle in it. It says Liber. Each one with a circle, a triangle with a circle in it, is one of their homes. Each one will have a tree nearby and a standing stone nearby.
Standing stone.
What about these big ones?
Ātukaan now taking interest in what she has to say. What about the big ones with the...
I'll handle the question.
Sorry, the what?
So what's the
Do the what? No, say what
the
was
question?
the questions?
that?
You...
You were saying Atukaan.
What about the one with the question?
She says, she says, and points to the large triangle with the square in the midst of it.
Yes.
That's you don't want to go there. That's
That's
like
what-
they're fortifications.
As in the source of all the evilness.
That's not the source of it.
So which one of these triangles is the source then?
Or are they all the source?
They are raising the source. The Vordun points to herself. We once ruled this northern land. Well, we were vassal kings and queens. The voiced ones were our overlords, but we still controlled the land above. And then Muketi and Mador, all those came and chased the voiced ones away. That's not but they themselves have a master that is the source of all their power. If he is brought back, which is what we're working on doing right this very moment, then you've got some big troubles.
That won't happen. I think if Muketi can vanquish darkness once, he can do it again.
Quite possibly, but how many people are going to die in the process?
Who is this master that you would bring back?
Not even live on this plane of existence.
So,
I just said it's not good, but I said it very quietly. It's not good. Look, I respect you telling us the truth. I think we should let her go. She's helped us a lot.
she's told us a lot too. I mean, will your people even value you after you have just told us everything about this?
Don't know if I care.
Did they take something from you? Is that why you were with them?
No, I have my bloodline. My bloodline goes all the way.
Is your bloodline the thing that makes you a chosen one?
No. Or otherwise, she might be one. You have giant blood, I believe?
No, I'm what? What, have you got giant blood? What? No, what?
She's talking about your father. Your biological father.
What do you know about my biological father? What do you know?
Here's what I know from looking at you.
She's big, eh? I know.
Yes.
Wezley, for some reason, wants to smother the conversation, but he doesn't know what it is in him. You're my sister, is what you are.
You don't look like siblings, though. I don't know if anyone has told you this.
Yes.
I feel like someone was talking. She's trying so hard not to be
Your
rude.
father's people, if you say it's your father, and our people work together.
Reaf knows zero about her father because no one's ever talked about it, and she wouldn't even begin to think that Wezley would know anything about it either. It was just unspoken. So this is...
I think it hardly matters what we were or what our parents were. I think we're well established that we can break beyond those bonds.
She ignores Wezley completely and says, "You'll find the answers in the mountains."
That's interesting. Look, I think we need to let her go, Teen. I'll take her out and sort her out with some gear in my backpack and...
The minute Atukaan heard that my people worked with Reef's people, he just wants to back out. He also wants to really take a mental picture of that map.
Sure. Okay. Intelligence roll.
Can I use my inspiration?
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's using it.
First roll was a.
3, I think it was.
Second roll was a.
5.
Right.
And plus my intelligence of, wow, 17. No. Intelligence of, it's nothing. It's just 5. Ātukaan, and he has slipped gently back, and in his mind, he thinks he has enough information to just kind of gap, and wants to head to one of those big triangles without these 3.
Good luck.
So yeah, how are you gonna get there? Is the question.
He's gonna get stuck in the
Look,
cave.
she says, "I don't trust you enough to go with you by myself."
I guess that's fair. I probably wouldn't trust me too. I don't even...
You threw a knife at me? Yeah, I don't trust you. Yeah.
Oh, well, I only did that because you had my dagger, so...
I'll take her.
Why don't we all go out together?
Or we can all go kumbaya together, yes, of course.
Did anyone just notice Ātukaan randomly leave the room?
Oh, where did he go?
There's no way that you're gonna be able to
Ātukaan got out
find...
to the door, and he's like, I can't see anything.
Wezley's just like,
Just this weird leave in his direction.
Oh, there you are.
he just hangs out at the back of the room.
I was just checking to see if anybody was outside.
Yeah.
And while we're in a sharing mood,
Oh, of course.
You are.
I am.
Yeah.
The Vorduin's plan is to kill every noble of any rank until there is no line that can be reforged. Your plan is to kill your family, your friends, people that you've grown up with in every town in the kingdom. The blue creatures that you saw are being spawned in each of these places, pointing to the places with the triangles with the circles.
Mihan's stomach drops. She feels sick. She says, she thinks in her head, this is much bigger than everything this is not what she wants to do. This is not what she wanted to investigate or find out. She has a super objective, and this is not it. But she doesn't know how to get there, and apparently Wezley is her key. So she just looks to Gorun and she says, so, why are there chosen ones then that are not in the bloodline? And she just says, all right, why me?
I don't know why, but I don't know why you specifically. I don't know why you specifically, but sometimes a kind of a vision or a manifestation of the pure darkness visits us to test us, looking for people that can he can channel his power through. I only saw this vision or this manifestation once. So if you have seen that as well, then I don't know why specifically you. He must have some ability to channel his power that's...
Mihan is in... She's... Oh, my brain is mush. Brain is mush. She looks at Wezley.
Wezley.
And she says, Wezley, you want the truth? I am here to follow you. You will bring me something that I want. I do not know how. I do not know why. But I will help you because it will help me.
What do you want, Mihan?
Mihan can't say it. Mihan, she shakes her head.
Mihan, there might be a part of me that wants to help you. Oddly. I don't know why. Maybe because there's a part of you that I believe cares. And I can't work out why. So, there's a part of me that could maybe care as well. Will you tell me?
What did he take from you?
Mihan looks away from everyone momentarily. She turns around and she's sick. She can't even say it out loud because saying it out loud makes it real. She looks around and she says, I was poor and lonely, and there was something I wanted more than anything: to give me joy. She looks over to Atukaan. You have something that is brighter than the light of Muketi. And I want her back so bad. She looks over to Wezley and to Reaf. You have each other. So, I will look through the darkness. I will follow blindly because it is the only clue I have to find. And she sobs. The only clue I have to find my light. Someone, this manifestation, I'm assuming, gave me a gift that I was so grateful for, and I followed everything that he said. But something happened, and he took. I have to find someone. A little joy. Forgive me for, I guess, confusing you or keeping this, but it is not easy to admit that you she is not dead, my little one. She is not. I won't allow it. And Wezley, they said that you will lead me to where she is. Have you seen her?
I don't think so. Mihan.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Do not be sorry for old woman. I'm not this pathetic, useless woman in front of you.
No one said you were.
Atukaan reaches over and holds Mihan's hand.
I understand. I understand. And I am so sorry.
My intentions are clear. I will do anything to find my daughter again.
Well, that's about the first honest thing I've said the whole time I've known ya.
That's not true. I called you ugly to your face.
Gorun says, Gorun turns to you and says, your daughter's name?
Ligaya.
And she covers her face.
Have you seen her?
And we change scene.
Scream?
You're loud. I was gonna kill her. I was like this close.
Oh, you're gonna take her away and then kill her? Yeah, of course. I knew he was.
Of course.
She was.
At the moment when you started talking, I was like, I'm gonna go kill you. Oh,
Change of scene.
lucky.
A house.
Not a house.
With the floorboards removed. A standing stone that's been excavated.
Debbie.
David.
Sarah.
Sarah. Dead
David.
David.
Dead David.
He did it.
Dead as a doornail.
David, Sarah, and dead David.
The moment, Mon, you chose that you made
Flip the switch.
You flipped the switch? Yeah, great. Fabian says, welcome, mistress, to the woman that you've always known as Debbie.
Debutante.
It's a classic villain now.
Debbie. She leaves debris everywhere.
And he says, Mistress Ligaya,
Shut the what?
I have prepared it for you. And she says, Fabian, you've done well. You've done well. We don't need them anymore. Fabian pulls out his blade.
Oh, God.
And
Oh, there's 2 dead Davids now.
2 dead Davids. We don't need her either.
Oh, no.
And they place your bleeding bodies on top of the stone that you excavated with your own hands.
Shame.
So that your life fluid, your bloodline,
Gross.
thanks,
Kelly.
oozes out and goes over the stone.
Gross.
Bloodstones.
And I think with that we'll finish for the night.
Did you say Mistress Ligaya?
Hashtag DB.
Hashtag Debbie.
Whoa.
Across your daughter? No,
So Ligaya is your destiny.
You. Did you just make my daughter the BBG? Like,
The Merchant of Death? What?
I love it. I'm sorry.
The Apothecats?
I feel like
All of our loves are
I feel like that moment in Twilight, you know, where Jacob has like imprinted his daughter, like Bella's daughter. You named my monster. You made my daughter after the Lost monster.
I'm That sings so well.
Are you a Twilight fan?
I watch Twilight every year.
Oh!
At least twice a year. Yeah. Comfort movie.
Hey guys.
Oh wow.
Hey guys, it's been fun hanging out with you. Thanks so much for joining us on our little wee adventure.
Yeah.
This was definitely more of a kind of emotional one than like there wasn't any.
We didn't kill him?
You didn't kill anyone.
We chased people.
We want to, but sometimes we don't.
Remember?
Or we just don't get the opportunity.
Sometimes we want to kill people, but they don't show up to be killed.
Right, next week we promise.
We'll kill lots of people.
But the other thing that we will do is I think we should put you up to 4th level. Because I think you have reached a milestone in your capability.
Come on.
Yes,
Come on.
I
Come on,
think
son.
so too.
Because you did manage to remarkably clear out at 3rd level an area that is way, way, way above your ability.
Yeah. Also thanks to Alan Henry / Rex.
Yeah.
He should also go up to level 4.
And
he's
in the afterlife.
Wait, when we say the voiced ones, then there's not one of those things there.
Plural.
That
would be one.
So what?
Oh, y'all.
Wait, I
Oh, we got our
got an
job.
ability score.
Ability score,
Does
yeah.
that mean I can +2 to any of
level
these?
4. Oh my
So
God.
I could go stealth +2. Just
You could put your dex up to 16.
Oh my god.
So sorry, dex up. You could put your dex. It
What
puts
do I
these up
get?
too, right? Your
these
dex-
right here.
Big numbers. The 8,
so
16 would
that
go
could
to
be 17.
could be
if I wanna
17.
go-
Yeah.
So that means that would it increase my stealth and my stealth?
Yeah, it
Not
would
yet,
increase all your dex-related things by 1.
Oh.
Which is awesome.
And if I only put it up by 1, it wouldn't change the
Well, actually, by putting 1 point in, we'll go up to easy.
While these guys talk about characters, you guys, I'll do all the wrap up while you guys look at characters. That's fine. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to our followers. Thanks to our subscribers. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you.
To our patrons, thanks so much. We've got some lore coming out. We've got some lore around the Vordun coming out next week.
Oh boy.
Thanks for everything you do for us, patrons. We really appreciate everything you've given us. Sponsors. We've got the beautiful people at Minstrel who make these premium accessories for the TTRPG world. Such beautiful craftsmanship. Honestly, if you get one of their products, you will not need to get another of that type in your life. They're really high quality. Thank you. And if you use the code DiceLegends25, you get a 25% discount. You will not regret it. They are incredible. BD&D. They have hit them up for books like these ones that we just got from them. We just got these books from them. And paints, board games, DM modules, everything physical to make your nerdy dreams come true.
Yeah.
And Raylene, I will ask you to do D20 Collective because you know it better than me.
Oh, D20 Collective. They provide a whole bunch of dice. It's also September now, so they've got their limited quantity September dice. Check it out. There's some new. There's a fun one that changes color, which is really cool. My favorite is the amethyst one, the gemstone, the pink purpley one. If it's on the screen, you might see it. Yeah, check them out because every month as well you can get a subscription. So if you subscribe to them, you can get a new dice set every month. I feel like I'm saying the same things over and over again. We also have a voucher code for you. So if you put Kiwi Legends into the little box at the checkout page, then you will get yourself a 10% discount. And thank you to our followers as well, who, 2,500 of you, and more. Thank you. D20 will be doing a giveaway. But very soon, but we will suss out all those details.
We're trying to do it next weekend. We're trying to get everything lined up that next weekend we can do the giveaway. And do you want to talk about World Anvil? Thank you.
Yes. So World Anvil is your ultimate online resource for creating the world setting for your novel or TTRPG campaigns. And they have all sorts of tools for you to use, including wiki-style links, which you can hyperlink to each other. You can create interactive maps, like you may have seen much more of the map of Aurumia that you were supposed to see. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Jason, but I found it so funny. And awesome tables for you to roll on, printouts for you to give to your players. They have so many resources. You go, just have a wee look.
Yeah.
See how much is on offer, and I think you'll be so impressed. And that's World and Book.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's us, guys.
Oh my God.
Thanks to our moderators. Thanks to our tech team. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Kelly. Much appreciation. And we're going to head off, and we'll catch you guys next week. Oh, tomorrow doing world building. But anyway, we'll catch you guys next week. See you later.
Thank you, guys. See ya.
Later.